Guys, listen, I know everybody's telling you, hey, to be able to grow your social media, you got to be posting every day. You got to create content. You got to get behind the camera. Listen, I'm here to tell you today, you don't have to do that. But here's what I do have. I've got a secret strategy that will literally show you how to grow your influence, grow your impact without doing what 95% of these influencers are doing and have more followers and engagement than anybody you've ever seen.
Are you ready? We're gonna run the play. Let's go. Do you know what it's like to come from nothing at all, but every day you just wanting it all? Do you know what it's like? Every day facing your fear, but believing that your blessing is near. Do you know what it's like? Growing up broken than most, but still being devoted the most. Do you know what it's like? Yeah, that's what the journey's about. Yeah. Let me show you how.
What's going on, everybody? This is Justin Owens back at the Run and Play show. I help break down the top plays of success from top leaders, entrepreneurs, and personalities by sharing gems from their personal playbook. And today, we back in my playbook, and I want to attack an issue that, especially for the entrepreneurship sector, is really important for you to understand. Leaders getting into the space, people that are getting into the space. Marketers. It's funny because this is actually going to help you with your marketing and understand things a little bit better. But I want to demystify the myth that a lot of people have about making money. But I want to also educate you on a style of marketing that you are most likely participating in and helping other people get rich. And it's the myth of getting rich quickly and effortlessly. And most people are like, yo, I don't buy nothing trying to get rich. I understand that, right? You're not really trying to buy something to get rich quick, right? Most people don't sign up for a get rich quick scheme. If it sounds too good, it probably is, that philosophy. But most of you all are probably buying things that I'm about to cover. So let's jump in on this discussion. So first, let's discuss the ads that you see, the marketing that you see, and the schemes that flow around, right? And it'll sound something like this, like get rich without lifting a finger. Like in today's world, what I've noticed, the easiest thing to sell is somebody on the idea of making money for nothing. And nobody says, hey, just make money for nothing and buy that. You know what I'm saying? But it'll sound something like this. Make money without blah, blah, blah. Learn this skill without any blah, blah, blah. Learn this skill without any effort. Learn this skill without having to do anything. Make some money without having to do this. Get in this without doing that. And people, like literally, here's the easiest style of marketing. Take something you want to do, add in something you don't want to do, and I'm making an ad. How to lose 5 to 10 pounds without having to sweat in the gym for 90 minutes. Oh my God. Hey, I do want to lose 5 to 10 pounds, but I don't want to sweat for 90 minutes. Guess what? I just sold you. And they're really designed to prey on our inherent desire for instant gratification and our aversion to hard work. Most people don't want to work hard. You know how you lose weight? You go to the gym and you work your butt off. Change your diet, which most people don't want to do. Really what you need to do is change your diet while you're eating. Cut out alcohol, cut out the sugars, and work your butt off for 90 days to 6 months, but people don't want to do that. So now from a marketing standpoint, I say how to do this without doing this. How to do this without doing this. And it sounds appealing. But what's happening is, the reality is, the people that are profiting the most are not the consumers. It's the people that's selling the shortcuts. I can sell you a shortcut to anything. Why? Because I know what you don't want to do. But I also know what you want. I also know what you want to do. So you got to stop making people rich by buying your laziness. Like that, really, that's what a lot of people are doing. You're purchasing laziness. How do I do what I know I need to do without doing what I need to do? And if you can show me how to do that, even if you can't show me how to do that, I will pay for it. And odds are I won't even do what I bought to do because I'm too lazy to even do that. And that's why you have 10 courses and you're not making no money. This system, marketing system, thrives on your laziness. And then that's when people call stuff a scam. Oh, they scam me. You scammed yourself. You're lazy. And so you're trying to bypass effort, the hustle, and the grind that typically goes into achieving the results that you want. But wealth creation, making money, the acquisition of skills, and personal growth, it doesn't come from shortcuts. They come from discipline, consistency, hard work, diligence. Think about it. When you look for a shortcut instead of the skills that are required, who really benefits? You or the person that sold you the shortcut? The person that sold you the shortcut. They understand. I understand the key principle is work. And it's like a bait, you know what I mean? It's like they throw out a little bait. Hey, I'm gonna show you how to do this without doing this. Now, here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that mentorship isn't a shortcut. I'm not saying buying somebody else's wisdom and experience isn't a shortcut. I'm not saying don't pay to learn. But what I want you to be careful of is paying to learn the things that are designed to teach you something without having to do something. You understand? It's like if I say, hey, how to grow your Instagram following to 100,000 without posting every day. Probably be a good book. Probably be a good course. Why? Because I know you don't want to post every day. But you got to post. So whether it's getting rich, making money, becoming famous, losing weight, all they do is sell you on not having to do the work that is involved. So let's dive into it, right? We talked about learning how to lose weight without working out. That'll be another good one. Learn how to lose weight without working out. I mean, you get surgery too, right? That's what a lot of people are doing right now. Become a social media sensation overnight. I am preying on your desire to be a social media sensation. But more times than not, these shortcuts are ineffective. And here's another thing. Make sure the person that you're buying it from actually has created these results. I have people messaging me all the time. Hey man, I can help you with your engagement on your page. And then I look at their page and they have 0 engagement. Sir, how can you help me with my engagement? And I go to your page and 90% of your comments are fake. The shortcuts are normally ineffective. Now, am I saying that a person can't have a said skill and be good at doing it for other people? No, I'm not saying that. But more times, often than not, like if I'm a content creator and I come to you and say, hey man, let me help you create content, but you have no good content on your page, odds are you probably can't help me create content. People are like, hey, I can get you in this article. It's gonna help your page blow up. But ma'am, sir, you have that same plug and your page hasn't blown up. So let's dive into this weight loss example. I'm just gonna kind of go through this to help you understand how this works. So we talk about, hey man, you wanna lose weight. I take the promise that you want, dramatic weight loss, and then I take what you don't want, effort, exercise, and changes to your diet. But medical professionals all agree that a balanced diet and regular exercise are the keys to sustainable weight loss and health. So even if you lose it, if you don't change your diet, you won't sustain it. I know people that have got surgery to lose weight, lost the weight, and came back because they thought that they didn't have to change their diet. So who benefits from me selling you this idea that you don't have to work out to lose weight? The person that sold it to you. You bought an empty bag. And what's worse is the company that are selling you these promises often have inflated prices. The stuff is overpriced and it's terrible. But they bank on you being lazy. They bank on you looking for easy solutions. And in the process, they get richer while you get disappointed. Same thing goes for the social media example I gave you. Hey, become famous on social media without doing anything. But realistically, successful influencers and content creators spend hours, years, days crafting posts, shooting videos, engaging with their audience, commenting back and forth, building relationships in DMs, responding to people, going live. You have to learn how to understand your marketing niche, what they prefer. I ask people all the time, hey, yo, what do y'all want to learn? What do y'all want to see more of? Understand the algorithm, the best time to post. So the idea that you can get fame without effort benefits the people that sell the dream, often through expensive courses and strategies that don't work. But you don't know that because you don't do it. You know, y'all know how many people I see on social media right now? I'm going to say it right now. They've got 5 times more followers than me, but you go to their videos have more likes than views. How is that possible? Sir, ma'am, how do you have 10,000 views with 12,000 likes? How is that possible? And then when you go to their comments, they're all bots mostly. You know how you can tell they're bots? Let me tell you how you can tell when people have bot comments. A lot of times the responses on there have absolutely nothing to do with the post. Or they may be in a commenting group. It's a group that you can go into and tell people when you post it, and then everybody that's in that group have to go comment on that page to help create the algorithm and be more faster. Now, that's not necessarily legal, but it is not necessarily wrong. Look, when I first started, I tried all of this stuff. That's what I'm telling y'all right now. The reason I noticed it, I tried it and it don't work. I'm like, yo, these comments don't even make sense. But there's some people, that's how they built it. I tried this out for like a month. I said, bro, yeah, y'all got me. Y'all got my money. I ain't doing this no more though. Cause it's not real engagement. Like, yo, when I post something, I was like, you know what, listen, Justin, you have to learn how to make content that people actually want to share, that people actually want to view. And I make a video and I'll be like, okay, people liked it, but they didn't share it. Why? Oh, I see what it was. But so you got to put the effort in. You got to put the effort in to grow your page. You got to get out your comfort zone, but that's not what you want to hear. So here's what I'll sell you. Hey, you don't have to get uncomfortable. Man, you don't got to post everybody keeps telling, here's my ad for it. You want me to sell it to you? Here you go. Guys, listen, I know everybody's telling you, hey, to be able to grow your social media, you got to be posting every day. You got to create content. You got to get behind the camera. Listen, I'm here to tell you today, you don't have to do that. But here's what I do have. I've got a secret strategy that will literally show you how to grow your influence, grow your impact without doing what 95% of these influencers are doing and have more followers and engagement than anybody you've ever seen. If that sounds like something you're interested in, click the link below and I'll give you access to a life-changing strategy. But listen, take advantage of it before the masses find out about it, because once they do, it won't work for you anymore. You ready for the game? Now, if you're lazy, but you want the result, I just got you. I probably can sell it for $100. By the way, we're going to drop a link in the bio if anybody wants to buy that. We'll drop it in the show notes. But you got to put in the effort, okay? So stop buying the shortcuts. So understand that the purpose for this video is to help you understand what is working against you. So there is no replacement for putting in the work. And the worse the economy gets, the worse that business gets, you're gonna fall behind. Why? Because if you're not putting in the work, somebody else is, and they're gonna reap the rewards. So understand that the key to success lies in work. Understanding your strength, building your skills, and then leveraging them into a consistent, value-adding way. Now, here's what this also doesn't mean. You don't got to work yourself to death. You ain't got to work yourself to where you're exhausted or you're burnt out. It means working smart and hard. There is a chapter in the book, The Science of Getting Rich, called Efficient Action. I want y'all to read it. It says, look, what you got to do is you got to do the most that you can do in that day. Go at a great pace, but you don't have to rush. So what you got to do? Set clear goals. Create a strategic plan. Now, you got to be smart about what you're doing. Efficient action. It's not no action. Being disciplined. Maintain consistency. People talk about, hey, yo, you got to speak your goals. You do. But you know how you receive them? You go to work. Embrace the journey. You know why so many people don't get success? Because they're trying to do everything but enjoy and embrace the journey. They want to go to Dubai without having to fly, without having to get on a boat, without having to go over water. So how are you going to get there? So most people are looking for the teleportation trick from where they are to where they want to go, not realizing that's the only way. Every business, let me tell you right now, that you purchase, you buy, has trials and tribulations. That is just a fact. So you know what a lot of marketers do? They sell you the dream, hoping that you buy the nightmare. It is what it is. A lot of them, they're like, yo, this business is a headache. That doesn't mean it's bad. But if you keep buying stuff on the premise of, I'm trying to make money without doing anything, I'm trying to grow without posting anything, I'm trying to lose weight without having to work out, you will forever be stuck in a cycle of spending money and getting no results. And then you know what you'll say? I tried education one time and it didn't work. No, it worked. You just kept buying the lazy stuff. So the next time you're enticed with the promise of making some easy money or effortless skill acquisition, remember this, there's no bypassing work. Hey, how to learn a language without spending hours. You're not gonna learn the language. Hey, what you think, it's just gonna be downloaded into your brain? You're just gonna play Spanish at nighttime and it just comes into your brain? It doesn't work like that. You've gotta practice it. You gotta repetition. You gotta get in the environment. You're gonna have to speak. You're gonna have to mess up. You're gonna have to say stuff wrong. And then over time, you get better. The shortcut you keep trying to buy, it's a mirage. And it is a marketing tool to get you to spend your hard-earned money and you give it away. So, man, break the cycle. Change your perspective on it. And once you get better at understanding and identifying real stuff, substantial success, courses and educators that actually work, although it might take effort and time, you will start making better buying decisions for your business. And then, my friend, we can start creating genuine, long-lasting income, wealth, money, without giving money to these clowns that, keep selling the dream. So, I just gave y'all a play. If you don't listen to it, keep buying the stuff you keep buying. But for those of y'all that's really ready to go to the next level, start setting up the foundation for your money, for your business, for your wealth, go run the play. See y'all in the next episode. What's going on? Listen, make sure you guys go to runtheplaystore.com. Get your official Run the Play gear. We talk about shirts, socks, jackets for everybody that's Run the Play all across the world.
Are you ready? We're gonna run the play. Let's go. Do you know what it's like to come from nothing at all, but every day you just wanting it all? Do you know what it's like? Every day facing your fear, but believing that your blessing is near. Do you know what it's like? Growing up broken than most, but still being devoted the most. Do you know what it's like? Yeah.